Who were a few of the filmmakers when you discovered the science behind it that you were looking at their work, or was there somebody who helped you kind of discover different voices before you came into your own voice, which is still developing too?
I didn't come from a filmmaking background. I came more from just an arts background. Yeah. The most important aspect of an artist, or the most important trait of an artist, is to be an observer. And I've always kind of been a voyeur. I love to eavesdrop on people's conversations, and I love to watch people interact. I think that was the most important part for me. I think when I started really thinking about film, there were a couple of films that were most impactful to me, and I think the most memorable at that time in life was a film called Baraka. It was like an experimental film shot globally, but there was a lot of sequences, time-lapse sequences shot in Hawaii. Actually, I think one of the writers is from here. But that film I saw it in the Cinerama. It was mind-blowing. I was like, oh my God, the potential of what you can do. I really started to realize that with film you can play with time. And I think that's the power of film, is that we can place people either here, now, in the past, or the future. And it's all, you can string the past and the future together. Another film that I think really opened my eyes to the potential of film as a political tool or story device, or have the potential to influence narrative or culture, was a film called Soy Cuba. And that film, it's 3 separate pieces shot. It actually was a Russian propaganda film shot in Cuba, anti-American imperialism and anti-American consumerism and capitalism. But it really rests and portrayed the workers of this culture and their rights and their struggle to fit within a capitalist system. And I think that really opened my eyes to the potential for stories to be more than just pictures. One of the biggest mentors for me at that time, thank you, was Dwight Damon from the Movie Museum. I was a poor, struggling artist, which I still am. And he has a small little screen, 10-seat screen, but more importantly, he had a vault of just amazing films. He's like a cinephile, unparalleled. He had everybody from Kurosawa to Kubrick, and I just went down the line. And when I returned the video, he'll let me have a new one. So I just paid for one, and I kept returning it and bringing it back. He never charged me any late fees, because I think he realized that I didn't have access then to global cinema. There was only 2 opportunities at that time to experience film from the world, was through the Movie Museum and the Hawaii International Film Festival. Hawaii International Film Festival is also a huge influence. Thankfully, my mom, she loves film, and when we were young, she has a hard time sleeping, so she'd stay up late, and she'd just keep watching films, and she'd have her sister record, my auntie, record all the HBO releases, so she'd just have tapes, and she'd stay up, and then I'd wake up, and she'd let me sit with her and watch films, and so it was her. And because she loved film, the Hawaii International Film Festival at that time was free. So as long as you were in line, you could watch whatever you wanted. At that time, the Varsity Theater was one of the main screening venues for the Hawaii International Film Festival, and I was a student at University of Hawaii. So she'd have me come and stand in line for her.
Resourceful.
She's like, hey, I'll buy you popcorn if you come stand in line. So she'd, watch a film, come out of that film, and I'll be like in line. I'll join her in whatever film she chose. And it really helped inspire me, or see, films that I would never even imagine seeing. A kid from Wamanala is not going to watch, these artists.
I'm old enough to remember when HBO wasn't a 24-hour outlet.
TV went off at midnight.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.